Hey everybody, we'll be starting shortly. I am just finishing my coffee so I can stay awake. We got about 5 minutes left on the timer. It shouldn't even take that for me to get this done. I hope everyone's having a good day. Let me check our. My chat is not showing for this. Hold on a minute here. See if it's working now. Hmm. It's so weird when lower thirds decides it doesn't want to work. Work! There we go. You guys are misfits now? Okay. Coffee made. Yeah, there's no music on stream? Really? Bet you there's now. Bet you there is now. All right, everybody. I'm back with coffee. Hopefully the ability to stay awake. Grab this. Coffee today. It definitely feels like it is. All right. The show on the road. Oh, everybody. Welcome to June 11th EFP Live. Got a bunch of stuff to go over today. We're going to be doing a deep dive into the Daggerheart card system. Apparently the card maker came out. We're also going to be looking over Arkand and the Book of Magic. I really wonder why they put it that way. I think I would have put the Book of Magic in Arkand. Because Arkand and Book of Magic sounds weird. But we're going to look into that. That's Free League for DRAGONBANE, which you know is one of my top 3 games. At least currently. And we're going to go through there. And then I also, from Free League, have a bunch of extras for them that we can look through. So I'm kind of excited to show off the banners, some of the interior art, some of the splash pages. And then, of course, we'll take a look at the trailer as well. Hope everyone's doing well. I am exhausted today, if you can't tell. I'm super fucking tired. Oh, I should turn a little dude's light on. I've got the big version built for him. But I'm not going to put it out until the isopods and stuff come in so I can fill it. It's in the sun over on that side, getting the plant all settled and all that kind of shit. What can I tell you? I'll tell you something I don't remember now. I'm trying to find something. Here we go. So I got a few pieces of news in here. One I haven't seen. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Hold on here. Hey everybody, we'll be starting shortly. I am just finishing my coffee so I can stay awake. We got about 5 minutes left on the timer. It shouldn't even take that for me to get this done. I hope everyone's having a good day. Playing me in the background. That's what I was trying to find. I was like trying to find the piece for it. There we go. So there's a new game coming out. It's a sandbox RPG. It is Chronicles Medieval. It's a stunning sandbox RPG coming in 2026. Despite a past comment to using generative AI, the studio now says it's 100% handcrafted. Now, I know we don't talk video games that much on the channel, but when they are RPG related, I'll share them. So I want to show you this because it's a little wild. Let me mute this. It's a little wild here, everybody. So, pause it, and we'll go over to YouTube here.
Thou shalt not kill.
They're saying it's handcrafted. All of it.
So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious
And since I'm playing Mythic Bastion Lands,
do not listen.
I figured this would be a good thing to watch.
I sought no war. But war
That's
found
gorgeous.
me.
use one of those on Monday.
I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending.
Whose voice is that?
I shall find no peace on this road.
That can't be. That's Tom Hardy? Is that Tom Hardy doing the VO?
But that's just my story.
Whoa.
Go write your own.
That might be Tom Hardy voicing that. I am curious. Right? It's pretty. I'm seeing if they have their voice. It is Tom Hardy. God, dude, I can place voices almost all the time. And the music is composed by the person who did Witcher. I think it's Adam, right? Adam Scompa? Yeah, Adam. I fucking knew it was Tom. This looks fire. I had no idea that this new trailer dropped. It just came up in my RSS feeds. Hey, Zan. Okay, well, that's fucking dope. I just wanted to at least showcase this. I know it's not TTRPG, but I'm excited for it. I think it looks really good. There's tons of coverage of other things, but nothing great going on. I think Electric State's probably the only other thing we could really talk about, which is Free League. I do need to look at that at some time because I have that sitting around. Pathfinder's Lost Omens is got an expansion coming out. One Ring Moria wins the Game Expo. So UK Game Expo, which is pretty cool. Moria is great. We've looked at it on the show before. Let's see here. Wizard of the Coast single player game, D&D. Giant Skulls in production, which I don't really know much about that. So like, because none of these are really hot for me that I want to look through. There is some cool stuff coming up on June 21st. We're going to be diving into Free RPG Day and going through all the stuff with that. But that's all I don't have a big news section today. I haven't really done news in a few weeks, but like, I'll be honest, it's been a little spotty. Besides D&D being a little stupid about shit, like always. I really don't have a lot of really good news today. I'm kind of scrolling through. The new Blood of the Dawnwalker trailer dropped. That's another thing. Web 2 Dark Horse is doing a bunch of stuff with I guess they're doing some new TTRPG shit, but yeah, that's it. I have nothing. I have nothing for us. So I got two things I do want to go over. I've been looking for news for weeks, and I haven't had any really good TTRPG news. The biggest news was obviously the release of Daggerheart, which, by the way, I'm in a bunch of forums and Discords for all the major games I play or that I'm looking at, just to see, like, I found it to be the best way to find news right now because everyone's dropping stuff. It's time consuming to look through them, but I do my best. And man, I got some fucking high today. And there is a bunch of news on Daggerheart, but no news of a form-fill PDF yet. But they did honor the promise, and they released the card builder, the card creator. So I want to look at that first and see what this works as and how it functions. And then we're going to go in and look at the Kickstarter, which is what I really want to do today. feel like I'm off-center today. I am off-center today. Let's fix this. So, this is the card creator. It's on Daggerheart's website. It's free. I'll put it in the link. I'll put links down below for it. If you're in chat, I'll put it in chat in case it's something you all are interested in looking at. So, card creator for this game is important. Most of this game is cards, right? And they're giving you official art to use. And there's community and subclasses. So, we're going to start the tour. I want to see what this is about. We're going to go through it. Dan isn't dark. Yeah, totally different person. Old friend of mine. We're going to look through and see if there's anything good. So I may clip this section. I haven't decided yet. I might clip it. What time are we at? We are at 27. Let me write this down. Because if it's good and I do a good preview of it, I might do more with it. Daggerheart. For Daggerheart, I've just been drawing a D with a heart around it. For all my notes. So let's take a look through this. What do we have here? So this released yesterday or the day before. Start here by browsing the available card templates in the sidebar. They're organized by type so you can quickly find what you want. Click on a card template to get a closer look. Okay. Here's a preview of the card template. Make sure it's the right fit for your needs. And then, like what you see, click Create to start. So I guess if I wanted to create an Ancestry card, use the tabs to switch between multiple cards you're working on. Let's see if it's easy to multitask. Oh, you can do more than one card at once. This is your live preview card. Every change you make shows up here instantly. So you got your work canvas in the middle, and then you got your card properties on the right, which is cool. Sidebar where the magic happens. You know what I would use this for? I would use this to make Streamloot cards if I was running Daggerheart. That's what I would use this for. Can you imagine? If I'm running Daggerheart live, I could just come in here and bust out cards. Thanks for the Streamloot card builder. Let me tell you what. Oh, size, crop, upload custom images, adjust your card. I'm gonna move this over so I can see it. Adjust your card's core details like layout, thresholds, look, and more. Once you're happy with it, choose to export as a PDF, PNG, hit export. That's it. Create a card. Wow. Okay. Well, let me think here. What would I want to create? I know that I would probably convert Magic and Monsters, Marks of Men over. And I probably want to create the Arcane Houses. So hold on here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's give it a real piece. I haven't shown this off in a long time, everybody. So this is 2.1. This is made for 5e. Yes, I make a lot of stuff. I think it's like 50-something pages. All the updates. I haven't touched it in a while. Like, 2.1, I think, was like in 24. So, introduction, the history, the different ages. The gods. Can't stop yawning, man. The gods. I want to find the... I could do an ancestry here. Let's do an ancestry. Hold on. So the races of magic and monsters. Everyone's human. You get a class, or you get a school of magic behind you. So I guess in Daggerheart, I would just make it a domain, which is pretty cool because domains are like your powers. Renown of 3 or higher. These are all the different courts. But I made... Where's the Clayglen? Hold on here. Where's the Clayglen at? Or not Clayglen. What are they called? Castling. Here we go. Castling. So a castling is a offshed of a doppelganger when they leave behind one of their old forms to gain a new one. They make a castling. They're humanistic. They're kind of like halflings in the game, and they have the discipline. They have a mind palace, and there's the schemer. So there's like, and the planner. So there's like 3 versions of them, and each one has their own powers, and then they each have a grand scheme, which is like their personality trait, their ideals, their human bond, their flaw, and their grand scheme. Like the grand scheme could be to become immortal, to devour the mind of a court judge. Like they have these themes behind them. So I think we do a castling. Go over here. Since we can do this, we're gonna do. I don't know how they would handle multiple versions of them. You know what I mean? See if we can fit this in. Because they're fitting all this shit on a card. Oh, I see. So it bumps up the frame. So this part is slidable, and it bumps it up. Oh, I wonder. Can I actually? I can. Ooh. Well, that's cool. Let's delete this, right? And let's just see if we can get this to work. Small piece is left behind, giving the life to a castling. Each castling holds a partial memory of whom the doppelganger devoured, and in turn, feels a draw to those related to the memories. So that's all we'll do with this. And then there'll be a bigger write-up in the book, right? So we have to give them their abilities here. And I don't know exactly how I cut it down, because I know Daggerheart somewhat, but I don't know it inside and out. But we can look at our castlings. We know their age, their alignment, their size, their speed, their duality. The grand scheme. I guess imposter. That's a really good one. So we'll go back over here. We'll give them imposter, right? And it knew. It actually took the bold from the Google Doc and brought it over. That's excellent. What else can we give them? I like the duality, but they need one of these versions. So let's do Mind Palace, right? And we'll go here. And we'll do Mind Palace. We'll delete this up. And then it'll say, during a long rest, you can meditate on your studies, granting you proficiency bonus in one of the following checks for the day. Insight, persuasion, perception, and will save. So we could say, I think it's called, it's not called skill proficiency. It's called something else on the character sheet. Experiences. So we'll say granting you a new experience for the day. It must be a topic of knowledge, planning, tactics, or manipulating others. Or manipulation of others. And we'll give it a little bit of a broad one. Now, I know this probably isn't exactly what is allowed for this game, like, because we're making a very broad assumptions about the rules, but I wanted to see how it works. They even let you add the artist's name down here, which is pretty fucking cool. And then it looks like you can upload art. I don't know if I have castling art. Let me look here. Because they just look like halflings for the most part. It's more about their story than anything else. Let's grab a regular... wow. Do I want to use this? I'm just going to get this piece of art to throw in here. We'll use this alien-looking motherfucker. It's so creepy. We'll use this. We'll use this. I just want to see how well it adopts to me giving it an image to put there. You know what I mean? Because, like, we haven't seen an online builder like this actually function the way it's supposed to in ages. Okay, so it's there. So you can move it. Okay. And you can scale it. And it leaves that black around it. So, I mean, I would want to get... Hello. I would like to get my own piece to kind of do it. There is advanced... Oh, you can put in grayscale. You can blur it. You can recolor. Wow, they put a lot into this. That's actually... That's really impressive. I wasn't expecting this level of detail. Do you think it would let me put a GIF in? Let's try. What? There you go. I didn't know you could put a GIF. This makes making Streamloot cards even easier. Here, artist, Giphy. So we made a new card. That's so fucking easy. This is really cool. So you hit damage thresholds, it puts it at the bottom. You can take the card border on and off. You can do the artist's name or not, and then you can square the edges around the edges. This is impressive as a creator. Now, they said we can do another card at the same time. So if I go down here to community, where you're from, right? So like if I grab Lowborn, up at the top, it puts your two cards. This is amazing. Holy shit. Darrington Press and Critical Role made a piece of software that works online better than Adobe. Fucking nonsense. That's pretty impressive. I don't know why more companies aren't building these kind of tools. So yeah, like if we could even go back into here and we could go into the courts. Check this out. Let's go back to the top of the list. So these are the different courts. The way it works in the game is you are born human, you become other races and monsters by casting magic on them and having it go wrong. You get marks on you, and then when you rest at night, you make a roll against those marks. There are some things that can be done, like monsters can force the mark on you, and then you have to make the roll immediately instead of when you rest. So you can't like prep with spells to stop it, or get to a safe haven, or cleanse yourself in the right kind of like magical oil and all that kind of stuff. So if we go up here, and like, let's say we do Court of the Eye, right? So we go to Court of the Eye. So Court of the Eye is divination. Eye growing with 8 pupils. Each family works divining the planes, enemies, and uses magic in the world. Each family has a pupil in the center. So like whatever the family crest is. And then we have a couple representative families for tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. And then we have the abilities they get as they tier up as well down here. So I think being born within them, so a courtesan, the city of courts, or a courtesan or a high courtesan or something like that would probably be a really good background here. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. So let's scroll up to the top of the courts here. I just want to try one more. This is, I'm gonna be honest, this is pretty impressive that they nailed this. So let's find our courts. Where are you at? Here we go. So oh yeah, there's a whole game within the game. Court assemblies. So let's say you are a, what do they call, what did I call them? Courtesan? Yes, courtesan. So let's go here. Oh wait. Can I edit this? Oh, I had to hit create. That's right. So we hit courtesan. I know shit. I can't agree more. Oh no, it'd be they're not called courtesans. Hold on here. I named them something else. Maybe I did name them courtesan. I did name them courtesan. But it's the area you're from, so it wouldn't be council. It'd be courtesan, yeah. Court-born. Because they use the word born for all their stuff, so the court-born. Let's go back up into here. Let's see. Well, yeah, we'll go back to our eye. We'll go back to the core of the eye. Courtesan of the eye. Okay, it is courtesan. I thought that's the word, the terminology I used. So we'll go like that. Right? And this is really big again, so I'm gonna have to edit this down a little bit. Seeing the future, each one peers past different barriers, ranging from distance to lies woven around them. Every family wears an oversized eye somewhere on themselves. Let's see here. We'll go like that. You'll find city is war scryers in the fencing field, judges of the courts, and diviners throughout the city. Every court of the eye member knows when they will die and live every day to their fullest. Okay. So we get one ability for them. So let's give them their starting ability. What would I want their starting ability to be? Because I don't give them a core of the eye. I'll make an ability. I'll make an ability for them. Let's see. We'll say Scryer. You can take a downtime action and scry on a location, a person. You have a private, a piece of, a possession of, a linked item, a location, or a person that you have a personal item from. Because then you could like steal something from a dragon's hoard. There's a whole bunch of shit you can do with that. I'll just say it this way for now. That's enough, right? And then we want a creepy eye logo. Mystical beholder logo. Let's see if I can find anything for this. We want a symbol. I'll bring this over so you guys can see what I'm looking at. We want a symbol. Oh, that's awesome, but that's not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Mystical beholder logo, mystical eye logo. Ooh, okay, here we go. You see any of these that we like? Let's say magical. Magical eye logo. Oh, these are a little better. Ooh, I like this. This looks cool. So we're save image as that AVTF. I haven't seen that very often. Let's just test its ability to upload images. This is a totally different image file type. It doesn't fucking care. It doesn't care about GIFs. It doesn't care about anything. It basically just said, get fucked. No fucking cares. Look at that. Random fucking file type. And it's like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We got you. And it says community card. I don't know. Artist name. Again, the internet. Because it's a free pick. But I mean, look at that. That's awesome. And then they have a web version. And then they have a PDF version for print. So if you just want to send this to people so they can put it in their phone as a folder, you could download it as a 72 DPI piece instead of downloading as a 300 DPI, which takes way more room, takes longer to load. And if you're going to put it on a website, like if you're using Obsidian or something like that, this is pretty cool. I wonder though, when you exit, I'm assuming you lose these. That's the only thing that sucks a little bit. Because I bet you if I log out of this and come back, these aren't here anymore, right? You know what I mean? So we have our castling though, and our courtborn. The thing you're going to have to do a lot is really shorten your descriptions down and make them so they fit. Like I would cut probably all of this out. Personally, like I would just delete this so you can see more of the art. Let's see what the export looks like, shall we? All right. And they're cuttable front and back. Look at that. So can I do them all? Is there a way to export all of them? Because I'd like them all on one page. So this would be time consuming. I don't particularly like that this puts one in. I love that it gives you the cut lines, but I would want it to stack them. I want another one here. I want another one here. I want another one here. But I wonder if you put it into Acrobat and merge them and tell it to print all the pages on one sheet, if it would do it accordingly. But printing just this sheet would be a little difficult because you could fit more in than that. Like that's a whole sheet of paper. That part I would have to look at. I would want some more printing options, but still, this is awesome. They have all the domain ones too, and they have them broken down by your domains with the Arcane, Blade, Bone, Codex, Grace, Midnight, Sage, Splendor, and Valor. If you click one of these, it just pulls one up for you to play with. And if you create this one, now you're making a domain. And you can even change the colors. You can make your own custom one. It doesn't even let you... Yeah. If you make your own domain, you can even upload a new icon. That's stellar. This is amazing. Well, I don't have anything else to say about this, but I think this might be my favorite tool set to come out this year for tabletop RPGs. It's super clean. It lets you make what you want. You can play the game. You can make the cards. You can print it. It has everything you need for making stuff. It doesn't have magical items, but I feel like I could doctor one of these into magical items, probably the domain powers, and add pieces in. This is an excellent addition to the game. And when you print these, they're printing them because they're assuming you're going to glue them together and trim them afterwards. You know what I mean? But you could just do these, and I bet you could get this image out on your own, and you could just make your own backs. Because when I print these, I would be duplexing them printing the front and back on one nicer sheet. That's still a great tool to make your stuff. Hopefully, eventually they let you replace this, because that would be killer. But yeah, that's it for this. I don't know, man. I'm impressed by this a lot. If you're looking to play Daggerheart and you're a GM or a player that's wanting to make custom stuff, or you're wanting to add a little flavor into the cards that are already there to fit your campaign, you can tell that Darrington Press and Critical Role want you to run your campaign. Instead of force-feeding you, oh, you gotta play our stuff. If you don't do it, then we're not gonna give it to you. All that shit that we see with D&D, they're doing the opposite. They believe in homebrew. They believe in community and people making stuff. Like, even if you don't love their shows, their design principles and pillars behind Daggerheart are on display in everything that they've done so far. Their licensing, them giving you this card system. Now all I ask is give us some form-filled PDFs. That's all I ask. And I think you've made maybe one of the more perfect systems that come out in the last couple of years. That's just superb. Superb. So I'm going to hit refresh on this here, and I just want to see, when I hit refresh, is if I lose my data, or if it's saved website. Nope. Save website. So I'm guessing it saves it as a cookie, whatever information you put in. But I don't give a shit. I don't have to log, and I didn't have to log in to use this. I didn't have to log in. Fucking kidding me? You feel the templates are not up to date, you can click here to refresh them. So this button gives you agency to refresh the database that this information is pulled from. That's fucking wild, man. What does it say down here? It's been a bug report. Start app walkthrough. Powered by Pixel Table. Val, have you used Pixel Table? This is Pixel Table. I'm gonna put this in here. Val, you and I might need to talk. I might be able to change some tabletop industry here. Craft your experience at Pixel Table. We specialize in crafting immersive digital experiences that enhance and expand the world of tabletop role-playing games. Our mission is to seamlessly integrate tactical joy of traditional gaming with the limitless possibilities of digital innovation. They did Alice is Missing. Ah. Huh. Maybe I should see if these motherfuckers are hiring. Such a great job. God damn. Anyway, that's it for this. What a great, unexpected preview of something. I was expecting it to be okay. I wasn't expecting it to be absolutely stupendous. I wasn't. That's wildly good. Wildly good. So, if you're gonna play Daggerheart, I think you found your best friend. That's gonna be pretty awesome. Now on to something totally different here, everybody. In this section, I am gonna record, so I can upload it today. I'm a big DRAGONBANE fan. It's become one of my systems of choice. It is also one of those systems that really, it made me think about how I was running ETHAUNTIA and rewriting. In the middle of a stream season, like we're getting a stream campaign, in the middle of that, I decided, you know what? This isn't what I want. I need to change this. I need to switch over to this system. I liked the hit points don't increase. I like that armor soaks damage instead of being a defense. I like that your players roll to parry and make choices each round if they're going to dodge, evade, or whatnot, instead of just having an armor class that is supposed to somehow simulate that process. I like the initiative in drawing cards. I feel like character creation is really fast. There's a lot of stuff for DRAGONBANE that I really like. So today we're going to go through that. I'm going to set up to record it, but I'm going to do it after we've looked through. So right now we're going to look through. I'm going to take some mental notes, and I'm going to do my quick 10-minute synopsis for this. I know Nick was really interested in looking through this. I don't know if Nick's here. I'm going to ping him. Created a monster? What monster? 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 So... The Headless Knight? Oh yeah, I love the Headless Knight. Headless Knight is my best. We made the Headless Knight for Mork Borg. So let's take a look at their trailer. We're gonna look at that. We're gonna cut through their Kickstarter. I've already looked at this quite a few times, but I actually want to comb over it today. Remember, everything here is gonna be in. Is it? Seek? Oh no, they switched it over to USD. Awesome. So let's take a look at the videos. Let's see what they have to offer us. Pause this over here. We're going to go through the trailer first, but I don't want to play it here as much as I could. I want to play it from here. So I have access to all the stuff. As being someone who's on their kit for media, I get access to all of their fun play stuff. So we can watch the original version of it here. City of Waves and Flame. Everybody wanted a campaign setting. I wanted a book of magic. We're getting both. Their art is so gorgeous, dude. I love this guy's art. So that was their placement piece for it. If we go over to their site, I think this gives a description. Does it? Nope. Exactly the same, just has now on Kickstarter. So they don't even fuck around with what that stuff's going to be. So Arkand, City of Waves and Flame, and the Book of Magic. These are the two things. That duck bill skeleton rib cage mask is awesome. Yes, it is. He looks like a fucking Inquisitor from 40K. So, almost 2 years after the release of the core game to wide acclaim, DRAGONBANE fantasy RPG is getting bigger and better. Explore the winding alleyways of Arkand, City of Waves and Flame, and delve deep into the tomes of the arcane learnings of the Book of Magic. We offer not one, but two beautifully illustrated, finely crafted expansions for the multiple award-winning DRAGONBANE RPG. Come join us in making these books reality and help us fill them with DRAGONBANE goodness. Now, I really want to order on this Kickstarter. I worry about shipping costs because of tariffs, but they are books, so the tariffs are less there and they may be taking the hit. That's the first thing that happens when I look at Kickstarters now. All this art that they put here, we get to look at in full love, right? So here's their cover art. Such a gorgeous piece, dude. I mean, first off, that means we're getting pirates. We're getting fire. And then we got the Book of Magic, which it looks like we're actually going to get some necromancy in this. That looks like Evelyn and Skeletor together. Look at this fucking beast in the background. Woo! So good. So good. So they're giving us all the spreads. It did win the Ennies. I was actually sitting at the Ennies for this one where they just swept the entire fucking thing. Like, it's ridiculous. So they won. DRAGONBANE is now my go-to fantasy system. Pop Geeks review. I don't disagree with that. Classic fantasy fun for Mod and Shell. It's easy to pick up. Doesn't get bogged down in minutia. Nicely presents. It's true. I really like the screen rant. One of the many TTRPGs played this year. DRAGONBANE stands out as one of the best. Agreed. It also has one of the best box sets for people to start playing in a tabletop RPG. I honestly think, even to today, this and Pathfinder 2's beginner box set are probably the best ones. They have a pre-generate character. And it has 5 pre-gen characters. You could download this and start playing it right away. And they explain what DRAGONBANE is. I went through this before, but basically in 1982, it was a percentile system. They ended up being part of that kind of Chaosium line of gameplay. It was its own thing, and then when Free League picked it up, they brought it into the D20 world because that's what everybody was playing. A few months after the Kickstarter ends, backers will get the PDF, so we're going to be getting early access to this, which I love. I love this kind of city. These things, these are like evocative set pieces that you remember instead of just being on a flat plains, which is boring. I love this. This also looks like the castle from, oh, what was the animated series? It's on Netflix, not Fairy Tale. It's about the princess of a castle. It's really fucking snarky. Dispelled? Disenchanted. Disenchanted? Is that what it is? I think that might be it. Disenchanted sounds right. Let me look here. Yeah. Disenchanted. This here is fucking hilarious. If you've never seen it, I mean, it's actually really funny. And John DiMaggio is one of the voices, but in this, the castle, yeah, it's not a spin-off. It's its own thing. It's not related to anything. Let's see if we can find a picture of the castle. Look at it. The city god comes up the block. I mean, I love this kind of stuff. So this is the castle to it. You can see the actual castle here. But she always sneaks down and she climbs down this back piece, which is what this just reminds me of that. Unlock Master Arkand. They're going to be doing a miniature with it, which, by the way, looks dope. He looks awesome. I love this kind of like witch wizard hat. It's so fucking cool. This is, oh god, I'm already missing running ETHAUNTIA. Don't get me wrong. I think Bastion Lands is amazing, but I miss running my setting already. But I have to put it in the layout, so it means I can't be playing it right now. I gotta get it ready to go. So you haven't heard of the Master Arkand? He is the most remarkable man in the city has ever known. Folks say he unlocked the secrets of nature itself and can tame any beast, but he prefers to leave the catching part to others. Pays handsomely for it. Who knows what monsters he keeps locked in dungeons? Now unlock is a stretch goal. Master Arkand will take physical form in the world in a high-quality plastic miniature, including, at no extra cost for all backers, at the physical pledge level. Designed by Titan Forge, based on John, I always fuck his name up, Egerkrans. He basically does all the art for the entire game. This miniature is a taste of the upcoming extensive range of DRAGONBANE minis. I love their their cardboard minis, though. I take them with me. When I go to do Dragon Sandbox, I have them all in a box, and I take them with me. And I fucking love that I can just bring them with me anywhere. And then they're also doing this all in Swedish as well, because you gotta remember this is a Swedish company, so they have the Swedish version here as well for what it is. The prints, they're telling you what the prints are as well. You can get these. The Kickstarter, we're offering a limited edition deluxe glicky prints of the cover art. I would love these prints for the metal thing I have back here. I'd like to put one on this door as well, I think. I really kind of want to. For those who haven't seen it, it is Lilith, but it's one of the textured disc plates. See her? texture displayed of her. So I love that. And I would like to have more of these to put up. She's looking sexy up there. So these are cool. I love those that way. And then this is, again, the City of Waves and Flame. Welcome to Arkand, the City of Waves and Flame. We've got everything you could possibly want. Bloody gladiatorial games with monstrous beasts and late nights of enchanting song. Check shady taverns, dark gambling dens, and even darker dungeons. You bet! The world's finest tailors, greatest blacksmiths, and most talented sorcerers. Absolutely, we have those. Buried artifacts from the Draconic Empire, lost pirate treasure, and newly made fortunes ripe for the taking. I wouldn't have hyphenated that. I hate hyphens when you have something you're reading. I like read out louds. I guess for textbooks I'm okay with it, but anyway. Right for the taking, guaranteed. But tread carefully. Artland has sharp teeth, and you won't be alone in your quest. New art again. I think this is a new playable race. She looks like the Queen of Hearts to me. Great art yet again. 2-page spreads, that classic style. I hope they keep the paper that they were using. I really like their paper style. From the Citadel of Broken Wings and the Temple of True Fire high atop Dragon Rock to the Witless Unicorn Tavern and the Cracked Pearl Gambling Den deep in the slums of the Dome. The city of Arkand pulses with excitement, conflict, rumors, and the promise of adventure, wealth, and power and glory. Book features over a dozen adventure sites spread across 5 districts, along with a number of campaign seeds and even more adventure sites available to unlock as stretch goals in this Kickstarter. Now, for those who don't know, we're going to do this. Hold on here. I'm going to do a Sterling PDF reader. Because this fucker works unlike other companies. So we're going to go up here and we're going to view a PDF. And I want to show you. We're going to open up DRAGONBANE real quick here. Just so I can show you the things that they're talking about. So you understand what they're getting or what you're getting. Because unless you play DRAGONBANE, some of the things they're talking about don't make a lot of sense, right? So let's pull up the core rules. Where are you at? Where are you at? That's the beta. Generate characters, maps, Misty Vale, character sheets, battle map, adventures, Centaur. Ooh, I think that's in core books. Rule book 613. All right, this is the one we want. So let me open this up. We want this to not be in this view. Where's their view option? I know I saw this before. It might be here, actually. No spreads. All right. So, if we go to the tables for journeying, you can click here in the back. Let's see here. Where are you at? I think it's just back here. What's the treasure tables? We want the journey rules. Here it is. So they have something called the journey, which I love as a GM if I'm trying to come up with something, or for new players. I really think it's good for new players. Also, if you haven't used Sterling, ready? Page width. It just fucking matches it. Why can Adobe not have this? Fuckers. So, the quest, the journey, adventure sites, and they break down like what you're doing, leaving the adventure site, what happens afterwards, the consequences of leaving early, tactical traps, types of treasures, all that kind of stuff. But then they have the quest. And what they're talking about here, I believe, in this section, they're talking about you getting access to new journey and quest logs. So you can roll a day, characters come across, what it's about, who wants it, D12 for what's there, and what's called. And then they have the journey table, which is a D4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 20. And I think they're doing this for each district or for the city. That's my understanding. Without not looking at it, in total. You're also going to get a big map, 432 by 558 millimeter. I think that's 24 by 36 if memory serves. Right? Let's ask our companion over here, shall we? Alexa, what's 432 millimeters by 558 millimeters in inches? So 17. Alexa, what's 558 millimeters in inches? 17 by 19. 17 by 21. Sure did. 17 by 21. So you're getting a 17 by 21 map. And then as an add-on, they're doing the cloth map. 17 by 21. 18 by 24 is my guess too, but. So this is the other one. This is a big cloth one. I love their cloth maps. I have one of their cloth maps up in there for it. And this is their city. I love this city map. It like sprawls up to the back. It's got an isometric vibe to it. And then we get the Book of Magic. I think that myself and Todd have been waiting for this the most. We fucking love the magic system in this game. It is so much fun. And I feel like they really named it, but we needed more spells. So now we're getting that in this book with Evil Lyn 2.0. I'm sorry, that's who it is. She took Skeletor's Panther, man. Spray painted it black. So, summon a swarm of demonic beetles, send them to attack targets your choice, produce booming disharmonies with your voice or fiddle, cause the enemy to squirm. So we're gonna get some bard stuff in here. Cause the enemy to squirm in a harmful agony. Counterattack those who threaten you in the form of a roaring bear or even a screeching griffin, or summon an entire troop of skeletal warriors to obey your every command. More magic, new schools of magic, stronger magic, and what you'll find between the covers of this book, adding at least 5 new schools of magic to your Dragonbane game, including Harmonism, Demonology, Necromancy, Witchcraft, and Illusionism. Yes! Those are all of the schools that I want. I wanted more bard stuff. I wanted something to do with the demons because they're so fucking cool in this game. I had to make my own demon rules. Necromancy, because who the fuck doesn't want necromancy? And then Witchcraft. And of course, Illusionism. So, as well as new spells for existing schools of general magic, animism, elementalism, and mentalism. I'm so excited for this. I want this more than I want anything else. Really do. So a wide range of spells, bunch of new shit getting put into them. Some of their spreads that are here, which we'll look at those closer in a minute. And then their collector's editions. I really want to get the collector's editions of all these books. I really want them. I know you can still order them. They're not limited. They're just collector's editions. The Dragonbane of the Bestiary has them as well. I didn't get them, unfortunately. I just have the regular ones up there, but I really kind of want the collector's edition for all of these. I love this system so much. And then they're going to support Alchemy and Foundry. Alchemy they've been supporting with for a while. Here's the stretch goals. This is what we're looking at. So 500 seat map of Arkland. We did that. School of Symbolism. We're getting symbols? Ooh. Okay. I love this. Adventure site, the Hall Cleaver. This is the ship of look at it. It's a bunch of ducks. Look at this shit. Do I have that art? Hold on. Do we have the art? Do we have the duck art? I should do this differently. I should do it like this. Let's see if we have the art in here. What in the Del Toro is that? Okay. There's the city map. Look at that. Hold on.
Hold on, everybody. Look at this. Citadel of Broken Wings. Woo! This is all the extra stuff that I get on their reviewer program. Basically, I've been a part of their review process for a long time. No, it's not. This is the private stuff that they sent me. This is the private folders that I can show off. Whew. That's cool. On here. Let's look at this press release first before I get too spicy. Today, Free League is announcing 2 beautiful illustrated ones. Backers can sign up here as an exclusive offer in the campaign with special limited edition versions of both. DRAGONBANE, is there any street dates on here? I didn't see one when I looked before. Nope, just a full press kit that I can show off. This is a press kit. I love that they give press kits, by the way. The fact that they give me press kits to look at every book, it is so dope. So anyway, we'll keep going through. This map is gorgeous. These are like lion bat-winged creatures. Is this their gargoyles, baby? Look at that. Whoa. Holy fuck, that's wild looking. I don't know who he thinks he's fooling. Who's he think he's fooling? You ugly bastard. Everyone knows you ugly. You got tentacles out of your feet. There's the miniature. That's actually really cool looking. Look at these ogres. Look at these ogres. Oh. I'm sorry. Do we get a duck samurai? It looks like a duck samurai maiden. What the fuck is this? Or a Viking? Dude, that is so fucking cool looking. Oh my god, this guy's art is just amazing. All the positions are so awkward. I love the red on the nose and the corners. It's like a little bit like Tony Ditziliri's art from Planescapes. I love his set pieces. The further away you get, the more just line work it is. Adventuring. What is this? What is this? That's awesome. So that's the interior art file that they gave me. Here's the Book of Magic. Hold on here. Here's the Book of Magic interior art. So I bet you these are the song. This is the demonology. That's cool looking. We saw that one. Oh, that's good. It's not that it's simplistic. Every brushstroke carries weight and purpose. This is the difference between somebody who is a master of their craft and a group of people who are trying to make photorealistic art. This guy is making illustrations, actual, full-on, true illustrating. He knows his style, he knows his craft, he knows his medium. And because of this, it lets him create things that are like awkward but purposeful. And you don't get to see that when people are just trying to make these speed painted renders that are like 2 levels above a speed paint to sell to 5e. This is real illustration in my eyes. As someone who went to school for illustration, this guy's art is some of my favorite art in the industry. So gorgeous. So those are the book's art, right? So let's go back over here and take a look at what we have. I'm going to slide this over here. So we get the Hall Cleaver. New magic items. We need a magic item book for this game. Something fierce. Something fierce. Adventure Site, Guild of Waves. Look at these duck people, dude. The ducks remind me of like Yusaki Yojimbo, and the fact that like, yes, it's an animal, but you're still okay with it. And like everyone is, you know what I mean? Master Archelius, they unlocked that. Adventure Site, the Soul Ink. Book ribbons and the collector's editions. Ooh. What is the A and the M? What is the A and the M and the S? What is all that? What are those bullets? Oh, Arkland, Book of Magic, separate item. Gotcha. Nice. Thank you for the key. Adventure Site, Collector's Edition. Adventure Site, Layer of the Pontopus. Alchemy. Adventure Site, Place of Refreshment. This is locked still. And then this is locked still, which is Friends and Foes standees. Yes, more standees. Dude, they're so good. They're so good. And then we scroll down, this tells you what every single one of these things are going to get you. I don't know if I have... Do I have the rewards in here? I do wish the rewards were in here. Because I feel like when you have these rewards on these sites, they're so fucking hard to see. You know what I mean? Let me copy the image address and see if we can blow it up. There we go. That's how I usually fix this problem. If you don't know this, just copy it and do the image address and pull it up another one, because these things are always so hard to fucking read because they're so small. Sometimes you can read them on your phone, and then when you blow up, I don't know if you know this. So let's say you blow up this thing. Watch on here. You still can't fucking read it. Right? Now I was at 150%. So I just put it into a new window so you can see it. This is in price, and this is in Seek as well, but it tells you everything that's included. The master version here, the Collector's Dragons bundle, has everything, but it doesn't have Rulebook, Bestiary, and Path of Glory. Those are books that are currently up here. They're previous ones. Collector's Edition, Bestiary, it has all of them. Wow, I don't need all these. I have all these. So they still sell the Collector's Edition separately. You can just buy them if you want. So if we go down, let's go further. Let's kind of get to the end of this. These are your add-on options. You can add to Foundry, and you can add to Alchemy for all of these. The Collector's Edition stuff. You can add all their other books onto it as well. And then there's tutorials. This woman works for them. They've been putting the tutorials together for how to play Dragonbane. So you got all her different videos she's put together, magic, initiative, and everything. There are reviews on here as well. This gentleman does reviews for everybody. This is, oh God, what's his name? Can't remember his name now. Bronze played Dragonbane and was like, this is fucking good. This looks really good. 5 reasons to check out. Old school. So you can see there's a lot of really good ones. And then they did a free league gameplay, but they did it with Theater of the Mind, which is a local group out here, which is super cool. There's Sarah. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Here's Sarah. For those who go to cons with me. So this is Rob Wieland. And then this is Sarah. Instructor Boy. Thank you. Yeah, he just finished Vagabond. Yeah, I was trying to remember his name.
Become a friend of Pat Rayon.
So if you want to see what it is, there's that as well. I'm going to stand up here. There it's sitting. I like this. I love that they put this together. They are so good at the press tour. They get that they have to have things to show to make it worthwhile. And Free League is known for having a damn near finished product before it comes out. So that's fucking crazy good. So we will be charging shipping after the Kickstarter concludes based on the actual costs incurred to your shipping for particular pledge levels. So here's the thing. We don't know what the price is going to be yet for fulfillment. And they're going to wait till afterwards. I think they're also hoping that tariffs and shit settle. But 15 to 30 is what you can expect to pay right now. We'll ship to 5 location hubs: US, UK, EU, Australia. I think they ship out of the place in Indianapolis, if I remember. And then text-only version. Almost 2 years after the release of the core game acclaim of DRAGONBANE Fantasy RPG is Bigger and Explore, there's just a text version of all of it without images, so that people want, if they want to just have them read this to it, you can go through to the bottom part of this page and just have it read it to you while you're doing other work. Just text-based. That's it. Right? Super fucking cool that they've done like the extra mile for everything here. It's just smart design. So if you go to this side, this is your pledge levels. I agree, Nick. I don't know what I'm going to pledge at. I really think I want to do this one. It's about 130 bucks. And that gets me everything. I love their shit so much. But now my series is mismatched. If I do this. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. We have 14 days left on this. 14 days left on this. Right? Yeah, 14. I have it saved. So I'm going to record a quick overview of what I think of this. All right? Just to kind of give a recorded one that I could post up that's like 5 to 10 minutes. Is there anything out of this while I was looking at it that you were like, yes, this is fucking awesome, that I want, besides the art? I will show the art, because we all want the art, right? I'll open this one up. I think just the Arkand art, just to show off that, right? Let me show you the pack shots. I didn't show you guys this before I do the review. This is the other things they give me. They give me pack shots, which is great. Help me make my thumbs. All right, pretty clean. And then they also give me spreads. Yeah, I know art. I know. We all love the art. I know. I want the magic book too. I'm telling you, Nick, the magic in this game is fucking amazing. So here's your spread shots. Spread mock-ups. Ooh, look at the demonology spells by rank here. Look at this. How they kind of show how they're all connected together. I like that. That's fucking cool. I'll probably show this as well. I just finished ETHAUNTIA. That my home setting is of ETHAUNTIA is in DRAGONBANE. Like, hold on here. I can show you this before we start. No, just go to Drive. Thank you. So I'm on 1.6 for my DRAGONBANE. Version 1.6. Check this out. And Val knows all about ETHAUNTIA because we were doing Project ETHAUNTIA for Project Eisenheim for Sunder Studios, the old video game company. So this is my... This goes out to patron backers all the time. Like anytime I do a new update, this goes out at the end of the month. But look, this is all... It's 125 pages. This is all converted to DRAGONBANE. All of it. Every single piece. Like, I'm getting ready to go into layout for this. Finally. New classes, or what, professions. We should revive our old stuff online, just not an MMO. I would never do the MMO again. I do think, since survival games are popular, Val, Project Eisenheim during the Ghoul Wars would be an amazing survival strategy game. I have ideas for it. The tides that roll in shit. Imagine that as a survival game. Or, I think Project Eisenheim would be a really good Castlevania-style game. I could write the whole goddamn thing in a week. Maybe 3 for the maps and everything. But anyway. For those who know how I produce stuff, I work fast. Some people have seen the quick breachers turnaround. But yeah, so yeah, all this is in here. So anyway. So I think Val's the only person who can match me and her skill set for how quick to produce things. Her and Fox were like the three amigos of being able to work at the same pace together. It's fucking wild. I don't know Viv. I know you've talked about her. So let's art. I gotta showcase this. I'll showcase these. Let's take this back to the beginning. We'll showcase these. We'll go through the art. We'll showcase the 2 covers. I love the cover art. They give me the cover art without the fucking words on it. No one does this. No one. I appreciate this so much as someone who is covering Kickstarters and everything else. I really appreciate that a lot. And I didn't even show you this. They gave me the trailer in a square format too. They give it to me in a square. They didn't have to do this. They didn't have to give me a square version of this, but they did. And then they give you a vertical stack. Like, this company fucking gets it, man. They really, really do. And then they give you their logo, and they're smart. They give you their logo in the black, and then they give you their logo in the red. They give you their marks. They give you your marks. They're like, here you go, here's the marks. And then they even give you banners. If I need banners to use, they give me the banners to use. Like, what? So I'm gonna keep this one up, and then we're gonna record. Yeah, we're gonna record this. All right, so I'm gonna hit recording here. I'm gonna go back to 1. Oh, that's not it. I wanted this one. Full cam. We're gonna put the ad on. Did I fix the ad? Nope. All right, let me fix the ad. Thought I did this yesterday, but apparently I did not. Yeah, I'm excited for this though. I really do. I was wondering if they're gonna put more out. Like they only put maybe 1 book out a year for them usually. So the fact that they're doing a second one this early is pretty. I feel like they're gonna keep supporting their system. You know what I mean? I just wish it was larger in the US. I really, really do. Because I don't feel like Dragonbane is large enough in the US. I have a hard time finding people who are playing it regularly. Which makes no fucking sense to me. Because the game is so fucking good. I wish this would organize a little differently. Now I gotta find it. This is fucking annoying. I cover Path of Glory too. I hate in Windows that when you go to upload a file to any program, it doesn't let you change how you sort. All you can do is change the size. But you can't actually change, you can't right click it, you can't do anything, you can send it, but you can't fucking organize it. Because I want it like newest first. I don't want it by title, I want it by when it was made. You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember what the fuck I named it. I'm just gonna put June 11th. No? So fucking stupid. And if you're a Linux person in your audience, I don't want to hear it. I had a Linux person hounding me the other day. Here we go. It's just when you're uploading. So like when you click in, it's the way that OBS opens it. You can't organize by date, and like if I'm just looking at my file folders, you can. But when I'm uploading something to OBS, it doesn't have that option. It only lets you sort. I want images, but I want the images to be sorted by something else. It's just stupid. It doesn't matter. I'm just bitching because it's annoying. All right. Is the ad ready now? There we go. Is it worth it? The image is because it's a bunch of thumbnails. I need it because it's I'm looking at art. I'm not looking at assets normally. All right, let's get music here. I'm gonna pick another one from White Bat. What do I want from him? Let's go with... We're gonna add to queue. And then we're going to go to videos. Add to queue. See how quick I can do this. Add to queue. All right. All right, recording now. Music. 3, 2, 1. Let it cycle. Hey everybody, today we're here to cover the lovely new DRAGONBANE Kickstarter. It started on June 3rd, and Free League was kind enough to send me a bunch of stuff to look at. There's a whole bunch of art that you're not going to see on the Kickstarter. We're also going to have some behind the scenes. We're going to take a look at the trailer, and then we're going to go through the Kickstarter quickly over the next 10 to 15 minutes and see if this duo, this 2-book Kickstarter, is good for you and your table. I am a big DRAGONBANE fan. Not only am I a large DRAGONBANE fan, I have converted my home setting of ETHAUNTIA, for those who are my Patreon already know, over to DRAGONBANE. So, for example, just to show you I have knowledge on this and that I love this system. This is ETHAUNTIA. It's 126 pages, no art, and it is nothing but me redoing my setting for DRAGONBANE. Kin, professions, the whole 9 yards. And you may be wondering, why? Why did I make something for something other than D&D? Well, I love their book. I love the fact that they teach people how to GM. I like the combat system. But what has been missing for me is I wanted to see how they produce a setting to make sure that I'm doing it right as well. And I really wanted more magic, because the magic system is great in DRAGONBANE. It's so much fun. It's so much fun that I have a hard time playing any other profession unless it has casting. And I know Todd from the show feels the same way. He always wants to play somebody who is a caster. So let's take a look at the video, what we get, what's involved with the Kickstarter, and then we're going to go through some of the extra art, spreads, and pieces like that as well. So let's take a look at the trailer really quick. "44-second trailer. That makes me happy. This guy's art is some of my favorite art in the industry. Crushes it every time. The chat talked about him having a ribcage mask as a mallard, and I can't agree more. It is amazing that he has that. So 44 seconds, it's on Kickstarter. Obviously, these guys have already funded. We're currently at 525,000, almost 526,000 as of recording. Now, as of recording, that's been 14 days. There's 14 days left to go. Maybe it's a little more than that, but 14 days left to go. Here's what you're getting. You're getting Arkand, the City of Waves and Flame, and you're getting the Book of Magic. Can I just point out that I think that this is Evil Lynn? I feel like she beat up Skeletor, painted his panther black, summoned all the dead Eternia warriors, and going to battle. I'm just saying, I get Evil Lynn vibes off this lady. And I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Young crush, man. Everyone had a crush on Evil Lynn when they were younger, right? Right? Think so? I did. So, the Book of Magic, it's been 2 years since release of DRAGONBANE. They're giving us 2 books, a full setting, and a full magic book that's bringing not only new schools of magic, but spells for the previous ones and for the new ones, obviously. They give you some pictures of the spreads in here. They won a ton of fucking awards in the Ennies. I was actually here for the 2024 one, and I just watched them just keep walking up and snagging awards. They are the nicest people. And as somebody who reviews and looks over tabletop RPGs every week, their press kit that they send to us is phenomenal. And we'll get into that here in a minute. This company is just awesome. I have the chance to interview people from there just by emailing and asking to interview them. So early access a few months afterward. This is what we're going to get. You got 2 books to pick from, PDF, print, and collector's edition, right? On top of that, early access a few months afterwards, we're going to get the beta access for the PDFs. We got that when we did DRAGONBANE as well. They use it as a test bed, but also so you're getting something while you're waiting for the print runs to complete. I will say, most of the time Free League is damn near done with their products before they even go to Kickstarter. The art's in place, everything's done. They understand that trust is earned through showing your work. They're already unlocked a bunch of stuff, including this new mini, which, by the way, is amazing. We'll look at that in a little more depth too. But this guy is like some Beastmaster mage that collects weird creatures. So I'm excited to see more of that. They have it in Swedish as well as in English. They also are selling the prints of these 2 pieces. I said during the live show, I really wanted to put up here. I would love a metal version from Displate to put up there for these 2 to hot swap them out. So let's talk about Arkland first. I believe it's Arkand, not land, Arkand. Newcomers, welcome to Arkand, the city of waves and flame. We've got everything you could possibly want. Bloody gladiator games with monsters, beasts, and late nights of enchanting song. Check. Shady taverns, dark gambling dens, and even darker dungeons. You bet. The world's finest tailors, greatest blacksmiths, and the most talented sorcerers. Absolutely. Buried artifacts from the Draconic Empire, lost pirate treasures, and newly made fortunes ripe for the taking. Guaranteed. But tread carefully. Arkand has sharp teeth, and you won't be alone in your quest. Now, this is some of the art for Arkand. I really want to show what this is. All right, check this out. Oh, these guys are so good. This is the art that they sent me to look over. And I feel like I need to show you this so you understand what this is. Look at this. We're gonna get this one. The audience loved the spider. I don't know if she's a queen. I don't know what this is in the Del Toro's name, but this thing, that's the monsters I want in my game. A sea creature, this crab-looking thing. Maybe it works for the Lady of the Tides in my game. We got our new tavern. Looks really cool. This person, I don't know if they're carrying a helmet or a treasure or a duck head. I don't know. I do love this evil heraldry of the eye and their scarred eye. Love this. The map is gorgeous. I am going to zoom in for this so you can see it a little bit better. But they got everything. Everything's on here. It has this great fantasy watercolor vibe to it. Like, this is a killer piece. And they really make you understand what you're getting in this city. I think this is a stupendous piece. I really, really do. So, pretty cool. We're going to go through the other ones. We saw a little snippet of this in the Kickstarter, but I love it. This creepy looking bastard with masks and full of tendrils and tentacles and multiple arms and candles and little baby bat wings. I don't know what this thing is. I don't know if this is their new Nosferatu. I don't know if it's like a crypt walker, but it's dope. The miniature looks great. I think he'd be a great quest giver just to run your games around. And I have a feeling that might be what they do with him. Some new ogres just bullying people. I love Johann's pink elbows and stuff like that for the extremities. I like that he adds that in as his color choice. I don't know if this is a Viking mallard or a samurai mallard, but I'm here for it. She looks like a badass. More people stealing trinkets, robbing dungeons. I mean, it just goes on and on and on and on. And amazing pieces that you can get for this Kickstarter. I love this. The fact that they gave me this to show off is even cooler. So if we scroll down past this, they talk about the different pieces you get, from the Citadel of Broken Wings and the Temple of True Fire, high atop the Dragon Rock. There's also a Witless Unicorn Tavern, the Cracked Pearl Gambling Den. They're promising all of these sites and things you can do. They're talking about rumors, and they also talk about these 5 districts. And the fact that these 5 districts, you're going to get campaign seeds along with sites. And I believe, like, this is my guess, if you have the Dragonbane core rulebook, they have a questing log that you can roll on to make your own quest for you and your players. And it's really good. So good that I duplicated this in ETHAUNTIA and made custom versions of this for my setting to make it fit. So I'm wondering if we're going to get maybe a quest version of this for Arkand. I think it'd be pretty cool. And then even the journey. I would love a city journey. How awesome would that be? 5 districts, places to go, rolling on where you're going from to, where you're coming from to where you're going, and really rolling the journey through a city could be a magnificent piece to add to Dragonbane. So I think when they talk about this, that might be what we're getting. I don't know that, but from designing to seeing how they design, I think that's the taste we're going to get. Just a little bit of that. Talk about the power struggles that are in it and everything that comes with it. They're also going to do a cloth map if they hit the add-ons. Don't worry, there's only 2 add-ons left that they need to hit, so they're already giving it this out. This is already going to be a thing. And then we get the Book of Magic. How do I explain this? If you have played Dragonbane, when you cast spells, nothing feels better than that. Like, they have nailed spell casting in this system in a way that feels like risk reward without just risk. You can overtap into your hit points and you decide the die you want to use. Like, oh, I need at least 4 more willpower points to cast this spell. I can't do a D4. The risk is not good. I'm going to do a D6. You do a D6, you lose that many hit points and you use them as willpower points to cast. So there's some really fun things that you can do for overcasting, but the spells are like flexible. They got style to them. You roll to cast. You can crit with spells. You can fail with spells with mishaps. It's just awesome. So when they said they're going to bring out a Book of Magic and that they're going to give us 5, I think, new, well, I'll just show you. They talk about more magic, new schools of magic, stronger magic, all that kind of stuff. The 5 new schools from Dragonbane are Harmonism, so I think that's going to be for your bards, Demonology, Necromancy, Witchcraft, and Illusionism. And then there's going to be spells for the previous schools of Animism, Elementalism, and Mentalism. Also, General Magic, which is something that all people can take that cast magic. This is killer. I can't wait for more spells, more stuff. So this is gonna be pretty awesome. Obviously, Johan is doing this again and doing all the art for inside of it. You can see a few of the spreads. We'll look at these a little deeper. There's gonna be collector's editions, this green and gold to match all the collector's editions you may already have. And then they are gonna support Foundry and Alchemy out of the gate. The stretch goals. Let's talk about this briefly. Map of Arkand. I can say it eventually. Arkand. New school, symbolism. I think this might be like glyph magic, which I'm excited for. Adventure site, the Hall Cleaver. Just look at all these little mallards ready to rock and roll. Magical items, something that I think everyone has asked about over in the Dragonbane Discord. They have constantly been making magical items and sites that people can download and use. Adventure site, Guild of Waves, more mallards. The miniature, which we already saw. Archelius has already been unlocked. The Soul Ink is going to be another adventure site. Book ribbons for the collector's editions. We got the Lair of Pontibus, which I don't know what that is. I love this ogre-looking dude. A new school of alchemy. That's a huge part in my game of ETHAUNTIA, so I'm excited for alchemy. And then a place of refreshment and friends and foes. These last 2 still need to be unlocked. But I want these standees. When I travel to Dragon Sandbox and other places, I have all the standees in a box. I use them for every fantasy game I run. They're so good. It's all Johann's art. Now, if you're wondering what these are, little tip to you, if you right-click this, you can just copy the image address and paste it in, and you can get a big version of this. These are all the reward levels for what you can get. There's extra sets of dice, honorable mentions. There's a bunch that you can do if you really want to go all in. But really, if you want to get in at a base level, the PDFs together, I believe it's a 398 SEK, but it's only 42 bucks if you want the PDFs. It's a pretty cheap pledge level to come in at. If you want both of the books in print, you can get that for 73. If you want both of the books in print, but you want the lovely collector's editions, I think it's like 136, 138. They do talk about shipping issues down here, but instead of bitching about it, all they did was say, hey, afterwards we're going to charge for shipping based on your location. We have 5 places that we ship to cut down the cost and ship out to everybody. So let me show you a couple of things. One, this is the cover for the setting. This is the cover for the Magic book. On top of that, here are some of the spreads that you can find and what they're going to look like. I wanted to give you a bigger look, like a better blown up look at these. Such a great set of art and what they do. They talk about who he is in guided tours. I love this. And they give him a stat block. Look at how small these stat blocks are for this game. He's a powerful character to have a column in DRAGONBANE. Demonology, it's going to be one of the new casting styles as well. And they even give you a flow of the spells by rank for Demonology, which I think is really awesome. And they even give you a taste of some of the spells out of the gate and the magic tricks. Amazing. So this is kind of the stuff that you're looking at when you're looking at getting into this Kickstarter. I'm a DRAGONBANE fan. I think if I'm a Free League fan, I think everything they do is fantastic. And I think this piece here, for the price, is something you should add to your collection, even if it's just the PDF end of it. Maybe get the books later. Their collector's editions are still available for all their other things. All these things you say up here, you can still get collector's editions for the 2 core books and for the Path of Glory. But what do you guys think? Are you interested in this? Do you want a city? I know everyone's been begging for a campaign setting. We've all been begging for Magic. Is this what you want for DRAGONBANE? Comment down below in the video and let me know what you're looking forward to. Is it the Magic book? Is it the setting book? Because I want both. I really do. So that's it for me on EFP Live. If you're here live, stick around. The recording will be done. But for you who are watching this afterwards, we're trying to hit our 500. We're super close. We're like 192, or 492, 493. Help us hit the 500 so we can do some extra stuff on this channel. On top of that, don't forget, Mythic Bastion lands on Monday. We're going to be in our 2nd episode, and I'm putting replays out the following Tuesday. It cuts all the extra stuff out for you if you don't want to wait through the 10-minute timer, and those will come out for people as well. But if you want to be a part of that chat, I'll see you at 8 p.m. Monday night. All right. So, done. That's recorded. I'll put that up. Probably put that out tomorrow. Val, you asked me a question in private chat. You said you want to know what this is? So I have this one. We'll dust off this one. This one as well. These are made better. These small ones, but they're not as many colors. I don't even. It's probably dead. I don't think I've turned it on in ages. Yeah, it's dead. I have to charge it. So these are Diavoons. And this is the 64, and this is the 32. This one I need to charge again. This is the one that I have from on air. Here, so when people open the door and they look in, they know that I'm on air. It is wireless. You use your phone for it. So let me take this. I might even have some discount codes. There's some really cute stuff for them. I will. We're going to look at it. Oh, they have 30% off right now for Father's Day on some of their stuff. Check this out. And they come out with new stuff. I have their backpack, too. We're going to cons. So this is Diavoom. I love their stuff. It's super fun. Super fun. They even have some desktop stuff that's really cool. Like, they got the speakers with the little art on the front. They have display all, which displays a bunch of your different art or your different things like Twitch and shit like that. Yep. So you can get the little ones that do that, and then this is the big one, this is the little one. This is new. I've not seen this. So this is a portal gate. What does this do? It's playing. I'm gonna press this because I don't see where it's playing from. That was a wild amount of audio for no video. Here we go. Huh. What is this? I'm fine with this. So what does this do? Dearwood Time Gate pixel art information display. What the fuck is this? I just want to know what it does. So it opens up this time gate, so it's a clock. Okay. Okay, so it shows all the different things you can have across it, which are options in the program on your phone. Okay. I turned it down. Okay, well, I don't know what this thing does. Increase gaming experience. Well, this one doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. So the one I have is this. I love this. It has a bunch of like, why? Why are you playing music? No one asked you to play music. It was Future Mask Off, but it was a recut version of it. I don't care. So you have all of these, and you can even draw your own art, or you can add your own art. It's really cool. The app works pretty well. It's not 100, but it's pretty fucking good. And you can see it does everything. It has a bunch of built-in tickers and shit like that you can use. What I don't like is I broke, see this little tiny fucking stick here? Hold on. This here, this broke immediately on me. Mute that whole damn site. Yeah, whatever. It broke it here. So that part broke, and that sucked. I need to order another one if they have it. It uses Sims. So if you want to put your own art in, not on the phone, but you want to like have something stored that plays, it runs off that. That's how you see these automated pieces going when that's going. This is pretty cool. What I don't get is if there's any other way to do, I wish I had a PC-based program, and it doesn't. But I love it. I fucking use it for everything. I'd like a second one on this back wall for me. And you can run more than one off your phone as well. These are cool. I don't know what the fuck that is. Oh, the little fire hydrant looking guys with it's a USB plug. Has faces on it and shit. So they have that. This is the product I have. But they have more. They have backpacks now. And they have fanny packs as well. And it runs off of a battery inside. I have this one. I take it to cons all the time. This is the new 2.0 one. Those are really fucking cool. And then they also have, this is the charger line. They have the little screens in them for the chargers, right? And then they put out, see, they have cables, right? They have the cables, but I want the fucking stand that broke. Max. Oh, this is the new one. I don't have this one, I don't think. This is the most... Okay, you're muted. We're done. Done with you. Yeah, you could, but here's the thing about this that's nice. There's an entire library of already made art, and people make art for it on the site, and you can just search and use it. That's the reason I like it. Like, I could use a tablet or Raspberry Pi, but this is just way more fucking convenient. And then here, let me pull the app up for you. Pull up the Avoom app. I wish I could pull it up on the site. I don't have a Mirrorcaster for my phone on here right now. But I can just show you. I can go to full screen and just show you. So, right now, there's the recommendeds. Right? These are the recommended ones. So, I tap this skeleton. It should load him up over here. And it plays the skeleton. Right? Oh, I see. The other thing that's cool is you can search for stuff. You can just search for whatever you want. So let's say I want a duck, because we've been talking about ducks all day. There is topical, right? And then there is artworks. Right? And then there's users, if anyone is named that as well. You can also chat. You can also create your own. Let's see if there's a Howard in here, since that gentleman just passed. No Howard the Duck? No? Damn. Is there a Darkwing? Gotta have some Darkwing. Here we go. So you can even upload GIFs, and then this will translate it into their 32 by 32. Right? So it's pretty cool. And then you can make your own. So like for me, I have my own library as well. And I can go into the library that I made. And then I can just turn on, for example, like my Jason one, because we only have one Friday the 13th this month. It's this Friday. So I have the Jason one. I have this one. And then I've animated some together. Right. I have 100% funded for Kickstarters. I'm doing Kickstarter interviews. I have It's a Trap because it's a trap. I have it twice because, no, really, it was a trap. I have an on-air one. This is the one that goes to the little one over here. That's what people see. It says on air. And then when Athena was on playing her vampire, she's like, I want teeth for a vampire, but I want it to be someone who's black. And I was like, done. So I made her a black vampire teeth. Our Pew Pew's on here from Todd. Me getting hit by a brick from one of the shows. The lanterns, because I thought it was dope. My TV girl. My off-air TV girl. My life. So I have all these fun pieces in here. Those are uploaded. And then I have a local gallery as well, which has things like my Tales from the Crypt stuff. And there's a difference between my local and uploaded. Uploaded anyone can access. Local is just for me. Like no one needs this but me. No one needs my Corpse Talk version. Right? I need that. No one else needs that. I also have this gift because it makes me laugh every fucking time I see it. Hold on here. It's this one. It's not going to work today? It's not going to work today. I got the Akuma. It's just fun, man. It's really cool. But there is some other stuff that you can do with it that people don't know. So if you go into the front, they have all of these options in the front. Support, data center, device settings, all that kind of stuff. Animation. There's a coloring book in here. Coloring book. There's an alarm. There's a planner. So like if you do the alarm up here, You can set an alarm clock, and you can tell it to repeat or whatever, and it will display a logo, or you can make it display whatever you want, and it makes noise at you. So I use this a lot when I'm working. And then you can also do, let me scroll to their apps. That's actually what I wanted you guys to see. These are all of their apps that you can do. And the clocks. So like these are just the clock styles that you can have up. But there's also music. And when you're playing music, it'll animate it to the music, which is pretty cool. Stopwatch, scoreboard. I've used this during live shows before. And I thought about using this when people are playing cards to show counts. Right? What else could I tell you? More. There should be... Oh, the planner. I have never used this. There's a planner now that you can have that tells you like what you need to do, and it does like a workday flow. I've never used this. I don't even know what it does. So there's a lot of options on this thing, and then there's color. There's just a task mode, like a coloring mode, where you can say, you can pick any of these, and you can color it. So I'm gonna pick, I don't know, I'm gonna pick the squid. And you get this, and you get the colors, and you color it. Right? So here's the image back here. So watch this. I think I have this set up. All right. So if I take the 2, see how it changes the color? Oh, you guys can't see that. So I can just go like this. And you can reset it. But I can say 3, and I can color all of the 3s. But if I fuck it up, you can also just paint 3s by chunks, like so. Right? Then you can take 1s and paint 1s really quick. And take 2s, paint your 2s. And I'm just doing the paint bucket, so it paints everything adjacent just because I'm doing it quick for you guys. And then 4s, boom, boom. And now I have this. It's your fault. It's your fault. So anyway, that's what it does. That's okay. I was just talking for him. I'm allowed to talk about other stuff. You can get me started. But anyway, yeah, that's that. But man, this is awesome. I'm really excited about this. Dude, this art though. Oh, I want this one in print. I might just print myself a copy of this on watercolor paper. 11 by 17. So I have been thinking, I don't know how many people would be interested in this. I have been thinking about running I've been thinking about running this online as a paid campaign. Path of Glory. Because I want to see how they frame their adventures, because I need to start writing my ETHAUNTIA stuff. But I also want to put my spin on it. And I've really been thinking about picking this up and running it. And doing a paid one on either through my Discord or through Start Playing. I don't know how many people will be interested in this. I would like to do it once a week and play through it. I thought about running it in ETHAUNTIA still. That's what I want to do. Eric Ricky wants to know how you're doing in Final Fantasy X. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to play yet. I don't know. It's okay. I haven't found a class I love. That's really the truth. That's really the truth. I just need to play with some more classes. Man. And oh, this company has done this for every single release for me that they come out with. I get these folders where I can go through and look at everything. Not gonna play a dancer. What's up, Gavin? How are you, buddy? But yeah, God, this stuff is gorgeous. It's so fucking good, dude. As I do with speed, I just haven't found anything I like. Really? This I do. But man, I kind of want to zoom in on this. Hold on. Let's see if we can actually read this. You sure can. No. Path of Glory, yep. I'm thinking about running it. Doing a paid game for it. And I'm going to run it in ETHAUNTIA, I think. I'm not sure yet, though. So, the Demon Lords. So, you got Demonology, Abyssal Stench, Carbuncle, and these. I love how this connects. So, let's look at their new spells. What is this? Summon Tweeg. You can summon a Tweeg, a rat-sized demon that stays for a shift. So, a shift is 6 hours, I think, right? Because there's 4 of them. It has no skills, but can help you with everyday tasks. Stench. Once per shift, you can fill a room with a stench so foul that everyone must leave or make a con roll to avoid vomiting. This trick has no effect in combat or similar intense situations. So it's only like if you want to clear a room for shit. I'm not going to run it as a stream. I'm going to run it as like a private game for people to play, I think. Slip of the tongue. You can make someone within 10 meters misspeak by replacing up to 3 words in their sentence with something else, preferably rude or vulgar. You can give them Tourette's. This must be done on the fly. You attempt mid-sentence, but to do everyone nearby sounds like the person you are interrupting is speaking your words. Oh, that's fucked up. This would fuck up, like, imagine if you did this on a political level. Oof. Abyssal Stench, Demonology, word gesture, release a vile stench chaos through your pores, respiratory system until the next turn. Anyone attempting melee combat against you must succeed on a con roll attribute. This does not count as an action. At power level 1, the victim gains a boon. At power level 2, roll is made normally. At power level 3, they suffer a bane. If this roll fails, the attack is canceled. The victim loses their action. Spell has no effect on demons, undeads, and monsters. Chaos Land. You infect the ground with a 30 meter radius of demonic energy. You may also designate an unaffected area at the center of the Chaos Land, typically large enough to set up camp. The affected ground becomes scorching hot, swampy, and filled with noxious fumes that irritate exposed skin and mucous membranes. Wild animals and beasts automatically avoid the area. NPCs have their normal movement halved. They also take D4 damage each round they remain in the chaos. Flying creatures are not affected. Why the fuck? You got a Carbuncle, a Demon Gust, and then the next page, if memory serves, is more of the Demonology. Demon Face, Chaos Mire, Beetle Boil. You launch a demonic spawn-filled beetle at an opponent. The beetle automatically finds its target, bites through the skin, and releases ravenous spawn. The victim immediately takes a d6 damage. Remember, your hit points in this game are equal to your con score, and they don't go up unless you take a talent. So, like, if you got a 10, you got a 10. So you're dodging a lot of times. You're using evade and shields and shit like that. Wow, that's fucking cool. Beetle Swarm, Dimensional Slip, Rage, Gutworm. All right, guys, I see you. This is awesome. I'm excited for this. I think this would be really good. I'm gonna close this so it doesn't make any more noise. I'm excited for this. It just keeps going up. Look at this. It just keeps going up. Unstoppable, man. So, anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'm going to go walk the dog, chill. I just wanted to get this together so you guys could see. I know Nick was curious about it. I was curious about it. I think I'm going to I'm just going to match the books I have. I think I'm just going to back at the regular art level, and then I'm going to pick up the full set of collector's editions later. I think that's what I'm going to do. I really want the collector's editions. I think the collector's editions are fucking gorgeous. I just want a matching set. More than I want collector's editions. You know what I'm saying? So that's it for me here at EFP Live, everybody. Have a good day. I'm going to go back and go walk the dog, make some food, and chill for part of the day and get back to the grind. Maybe I'll play some Final Fantasy. I don't know. That's it. Have a great day, everybody.